Welcome to my world! It's nail time! Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and Miss Princess Nails by Diana. You were the first one in my last video. Thank you for showing some love, X's and O's. In today's video, we are going to be doing a full review on the Gershion Polygel Kit, and I am doing this on my own nails because I don't have any nails on, and I thought this would be perfect for my own nails. So this is what the kit looks like. We have our dual forms, which, you know, I don't really like dual forms because dual forms never work for me because my fingers are so small, but these actually do work for me, so I'm excited about this. So it comes with a lot of things. It comes with a brush, the nail file, and then it has about 5 different colors of poly gel and their top coat and their base gel. So you're pretty much getting a whole kit over here. There is no lamp in here, so you'd have to get a lamp, and with these new poly gels you would have to get like a UV LED lamp, not just a UV lamp. So if you're having problems with your poly gels not curing, it's probably because you're using a UV lamp and you need an LED lamp, because a lot of these polygels companies are actually moving more towards LED curable polygels and gels. So this one is the color that I use. It's called Bean Red, my favorite. We have white, then we have cover pink. Cover pink is beautiful. Dark pink I have not used, and natural pink I have not used. So I only use about three of the polygels in this video, and I will be doing more videos with this. This is also my glitter mix. It is not on sale yet because I am just I'm actually swatching it to see if it's like good enough. I'm very picky, so I did prep my nails. I used the file that comes in this kit. I didn't over file because you don't really need to. So we're using Bean Red and clear, so just to test to see how clear, because I already bought the big clear a while back ago. This is the 2 ounces of big clear. I'm just going to continue to use it instead of me opening the new one. It's the same thing. These polygels are really nice. No struggle at all pulling out the product from the tube. Great job. I'm getting tired of that. My hands are sore, but this is really soft. I feel like I didn't really struggle at all, and of course the way it applies is so smooth. So I'm loving this already. This is the clear. See how easy it just blends down. It doesn't stick, it's not stringy, it's firm. That's my type of poly gel. I love it. I don't like doing extra work, if that makes sense. So we're gonna do a thin clear poly gel coat on this dual form. And before we cure this, we want to come with the raw glitter mix, and we want to put it on top. Now, I do it this way because if I don't do it this way and I just put like the glitter on top of the polygel and then I put it on my nail, chances are that the polygel is covered with glitter, so it's not going to stick onto the nail. So you have to do this first and then cure it, and then come with another thin layer of polygel over it and then put it on your nail. I feel like that works better for me instead of the other way. Now I only had these nails on for probably about like 2 weeks. They are off now because I don't really keep my nails on that long. I get like bored, but I did love this glitter mix. It is not finished yet, and I do need a name for it. That's why it's not finished yet. So if you want to help me with a name, you can, and then you will get a sample of this glitter mix. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's really pretty. So because the glitter is very raw and dry, it'll be easy for you just to take the excess glitter out before you dip it back into the alcohol, because you don't want to transfer glitter to the other polygels that you don't want. So bean red, why do I keep saying red bean? So bean red is like it looks like a bean color, like a kidney bean color. But it's so pretty and I love it, and oh my god, it was just so smooth coming down, effortlessly. So I really love this. I wish I would have used more colors, but I was kind of getting picky with what I'm doing. So make sure that you pick up enough polygel to do dual forms, because it's so easy to do them too thin and then they just crack off. Now remember the strength test that I did on my last video, because it was like not moving and it was sticky. This is not. This is a thick but firm. It's very soft, not too soft, but it's just perfect. I think it's perfect. I think the consistency is perfect, and I think you guys did a really good job with this polygel. The cover color is beautiful. There's other cover pinks in this collection, and I wish I would have showed you, but I will show you in the future videos. Don't worry about that if you do want. So what I do is I fill up all my dual forms first, because I have no time to do one cure to another cure. Well, I do just do all of the dual forms, all 10 of them, and then I come back and I put them on my nails, and then I file. So using dual forms is really easy, but if it's the wrong polygel, it's gonna take you forever, because some of the polygels I've been reviewing have been like really sticky, unworkable, making me frustrated. So I'm really glad that this one is actually workable. I don't have to struggle doing this. So yes, a lot of them I did make a little bit longer because I didn't really know what size I wanted. I do it all the time. I am using alcohol, 71% alcohol. It did not come with a slip solution. So this bean red is actually a translucent red, kind of a brownish color, but it's okay. I really love it, and I have other colors from other companies, so it's not really a big deal, but I really love this color. I thought it was really pretty. You want to focus on the apex area, because that is where the polygel needs to be the thickest. So if you turn around and you put it on your nail right on your free edge, then you will know where the thickest part needs to be at. And that's what I always do, because if we don't do that, then that part's going to be too thin and it's just going to pop off. So make sure that your apex on this is really thick on that side. Make sure the cuticle area is thinner and then the tip is thinner. So you just want to focus more on probably like the middle of this dual form, right in the center where your nail tips grow out. That's the part that needs to be the thickest, because that is your stress point. So when you're using dual forms, you already know that it could be applied too thin, and if that happens, then it's just not gonna work. It's gonna pop out in about like 3 days. So keep that in mind when doing dual forms with polygel, to make sure that you have enough product for the apex. So coming with the base gel, what I do is I scrub it in there. Make sure that it's really, really, really in there. Do all 10 and then put it in my LED UV lamp that I got in the mail. I didn't do a review on that because I don't know, I should, but I didn't. At this point, I've reviewed so many lamps that to me they all work the same. So it's like nothing different, nothing fancy, but it really works. So you want to make sure that all your nails are nice and capped, even your tips. Make sure that they're nice and capped. Cure for about 2 minutes on a UV, 90 seconds on a LED. Okay, so now I'm ready to go, and we are going to put on our dual forms. So yes. Now, the only thing I don't like, well actually this is one of the things I don't like about dual forms, is that they're round. And my nails are like squared around the cuticle area. So I do have to squeeze so the product could go on top of it, and then I flatten it out before I put it under the lamp. If you see how the dual form is just around the cuticle area, that's the problem that I have, because my nails are like crazy. They're different. They're weird. I'm an alien. None of them are round. If they're round, it's because I just pushed them back with a cuticle pusher, which I don't like doing that. But that's the only thing I complain about these dual forms. Some of them do not fit around the cuticle area, and they leave too much of a space. So you'd have no choice but to squeeze and put that product where that space is, you know, that empty space, which could be a pain, because if you get it on your skin, then it could lift. So if you're a beginner and you don't know the difference between the cuticle area and the skin, this could be difficult for you. So when you do this part, leave at least an inch, squeeze it out, come with your brush and your alcohol and remove all that product from your skin, because you don't want to keep exposing yourself to this stuff on your skin. It's not made for the skin. So they're nice and cured. Do not forget to put on your base gel. I did a video, my last video, where we didn't put base gel, and as soon as we pop it out, or the dual forms, the whole nail came out. So make sure you do not forget the part about the base gel. It's so easy to forget that part. Just take your time and remember that part, because if you forget that part, this is all going to be a waste. So you see, some of them are longer than the other, and I do that on purpose just to see what length I want. But for the most part, it did cover most of the nail, but there is a lot of gaps on my sidewalls, and I struggle with that all the time. So this one did not really work out the way I wanted it to work out. I was trying to do a smile line, but because the poly gel was a little bit sheer, it didn't really work. So we're also going to be reviewing the Smart E-File from Burano, and this one is the cutest one I've ever seen. I know the packages said it's a smart E-File. It has like a little Wi-Fi signal in it, but that's not the case. The only reason why they call it Smart E-File is because it resembles a phone, not because it has Wi-Fi, you know, connection, or you could use it as a smart. It's not powered by no other remote but the actual machine, so it is not a smart machine. So it just resembles a phone, and that's why they say Smart E-File, because it looks like a little phone, which it does. It does have this little hole up top, so when you're not using it, you could put your little drill in there, the handle in there, and then it also comes with a stand, which is very durable. Very impressed. This is going to be on my Christmas giveaway box, because I have way too many drills, and you know how I am. So if you're not in my group, you should join now and find that post. It is under the announcements if you want to join my Christmas box giveaway. I do giveaways. Lately I haven't been doing a lot of giveaways because I've been so busy, but I do giveaways almost every week to 2 weeks. So this turns on 3 status. If it starts F99 means it's completely charged. If it goes lower than that, then that's the percentage. So if it says 00, it needs to be charged. Forward and reverse, you click it twice. you go forward, and you go reverse. It's a simple drill. It's nothing too fancy, nothing too, you know, hard to do. Also with the ceramic bit, I'm not really sure if this bit came with this drill, but I did get this on the other drill just to show you. File down the polygel to show you how loud it is and how smooth it works. So it's not loud at all. It actually is quiet for me compared to my other one. And the ceramic bit, it is my favorite. So when you do this part, because of the dual forms not fitting on my nail, I always have to do this part. So I go by the cuticle area and I smooth it down a little bit, not touching my skin. And that's why I use a safety bit so it doesn't roll on my skin. I hate filing on camera because of the dust. It's flying everywhere, so forgive me if it's just dust everywhere. I can't really help that, but that's pretty much what I do. I focus more on the cuticle area because it has to be flushed. I don't like it thick around that area because I just think it's ugly. I don't think it looks natural, and you're supposed to have it flush. So some of these dual forms worked, other ones didn't. The other ones I had to go back and fill up the spots. So this is why I don't like dual forms, but I did leave this on my nails for about 3 weeks, so it did last me, and I'm really impressed because usually dual forms don't last. They only last around 4 days before I see lifting or before it's completely coming off from the fridge. So I really love this polygel, and I'm loving this drill. I hope you guys enter the giveaway. You guys are not going to be disappointed. This drill is so nice, so cute, does look like a phone, and it's really nice. The options are really nice. It's not too fast, so you have your options. It does get fast now, but it's not as fast, and you don't feel the vibration when filing. I know I did another review on the drill, and the whole time I was reviewing the drill, all I felt was vibration on my nail. So because of the RPH or RPMs on the drill. So I'm glad this doesn't do that. It's really nice. It didn't hurt. I didn't feel no vibration. It just filed, and look at how crisp it did. Look at this. Look at how nice those are filed. I'm loving the apex on these dual forms. You do get a natural apex, but if you do them too thin, like I said, it's just going to crack off. So make sure you do focus on the apex. So I'm taking my alcohol, my scrub fresh, and I am cleaning and scrubbing all the dust away from the cuticle area, my skin, any trapped dirt under there. And then we're going to come with our base coat and top coat. So I did skip out the base coat first because at this point I don't really use base coat unless I'm actually washing dishes or I gotta do so much things. So I did skip out on using the base coat because I don't really need it, because I was only trying to keep these nails on not too long, but I did have them for three weeks, so it didn't chip. I really like this top coat. It's very nice. It is a little bit on the thick side. I don't like that about it, but it did cover the whole nail, so maybe that's why it's thicker. I'm so used to using thin top coats, and that's probably why I didn't chip, because it's really thick. I do go under the nails to make sure that they're nice and top coated, so I'm not sitting here picking underneath my nails, because I have really bad problems when I pick under the nails. So if you do guys mind, this polygel does have tiny little air bubbles, little bubbles, but I think that's only because of the dual forms, because I did try this on just a nail and it didn't give me any bubbles. Also, the clear is not as clear as I thought it would be. My glitter mix is not popping. It's very dull. But if you notice in the cuticle area, it's actually very, very clear, and then when it fades out to the tip, then that's when it gets all foggy. And that's why I said maybe it could be the dual forms. So I'm going to keep that in mind. I'm going to try this again on my mannequin and just see if I can just do it my way instead of doing the dual forms. Will it make a difference? And I'm pretty much sure it will. But for the most part, if you don't mind using dual forms and getting, you know, these air pockets, it does resemble shimmer. So it's not like somebody's gonna be like, oh, you have air pockets in there, because it does look like shimmer, and nobody's really that close to me, so I'm not really worried about it. I don't let anybody that close to me. So if you have people that are like really close to you, they're gonna notice the bubbles, and that's just the only thing. And some of these dual forms were smaller for me, some of them were big. It's just a total mess. So this cover pink is the pinky one. This is what the cover pink looks like. It's kind of more of a peachy pink. I love it. It is beautiful. I just love it. And then this is bean red. Now this is also a very beautiful color. If you do it too thin though, it's very translucent, it's very see-through, but for the most part I think it's really pretty. And I also noticed that it matches the ring, the circle around the color. Maybe that's just me, but I just thought that it did. So I hope you guys like this. Let me know what you guys didn't like. Let me know what you did like. Would you buy this kit? I think I would buy this kit when I run out because this was something I would buy. The price is just right. It is perfect. The consistency is smooth. It's not stringy. It's just very easy. It was very easy. It took me about 15 minutes to do my nails one hand. Because I take my time, but it did take me 15 minutes only because the dual forms were sliding off, and that's something that you gotta, you know, keep in mind. If they're too thin, they're just gonna keep popping off. So make sure you have enough poly gel to go inside these dual forms. But this is my review, and I just really love it. I do recommend this to the people, to everyone, beginners. You're gonna love this. And also I did experience just a slight heat spike when I put it underneath my lamp. Not a big deal. It didn't hurt. It just got a little bit warm. I hope you guys like this video. Let me know if you do. Thumbs up if you do. If not, it's okay. I love you guys.
See you next time.